Hey guys, Rebecca Macabre here, and I know I've said this multiple times, but right now is it. Right now's the time, guys. Remember when I always said, hang in there, guys, just a little bit longer. Ascension's getting near. I feel ascension is coming. I feel it. I know it's soon. And I feel like in a video, so it's gotta be coming soon. And then we would sit here and we would wait and we would wait and we would wait. Well, guess what? I know it's here now. I know it's here. I have seen sign after sign after sign after sign. Speaking of signs, I wanted to show you the sky today because we have some pretty incredible clouds going through, and sure shit, there's an eagle right there, right where I'm filming. He is taking flight right in the view of my camera. Let's see if I can zoom in on. I don't even think I have to follow him. I have a feeling he's gonna stay in our camera view. I would like to say a little shout out to my dear friend David Wilcock. I have been seeing birds every single time I think about calling David in. There's a bird in the sky, and it will be a bird that, it's not just your average bird, it'll be a bird that catches my eye, like something large, or, something like an eagle, every time, and they will be flying right in the view of my camera, because I'm always taking pictures of the sky and videos of the sky, and so, I've wanted to channel David Wilcock, and I thought about it many times, and I could say that, well, I kind of personally have already. However, the circumstances never worked out. Every time I tried filming, something would come up or something like that. But that was the one thing that always came through every time I'd start. There was that bird, and the bird would be looking right at me, and it would be a large bird every time. And I can show videos in the future to back that, but really, so I felt like David was like, a lot of people have been channeling me. A lot of people have been, trying to pull forth what happened to me. Frankly, I'm kind of tired of answering people on what happened to me, even though he's he's a patient man. Okay, I'll put a little bitty channeling to David. The number one question people ask him is what happened that night. Why would you kill yourself? Like, what happened? You always talk about that it's as ascension draws near, people may choose the S-word route, and that he would always say, might choose that, and that's really unfortunate. And I would never do that. And if I do that, something's up, guys. So it's good that people are asking me, said, because that people have been listening to me throughout his talks. You know, maybe teacher or beginner starter. David is the leader of our pack. David is the leader of our ascension. David Wilcock is the number one most spoken about person when it comes to ascension. I mean, there's all of us little guys doing our little guy things, but he got a massive following for this little nerdy guy. He got a massive following, and the reason he did is because when he spoke, you knew that he was genuine. And there was something about David Wilcock that yelled truth. It was like, this guy, he's not bullshitting you. He's telling you what he believes is the truth, hands down. This guy actually has knowledge, and I want to listen. And another thing that David Wilcock would do on his wisdom teachings, he would always quote the person that he got the information from. If he dug into some deep esoteric stuff, if he was digging into anything, because these topics are things that we have a lot of skeptics on, he would do his homework, and he would tell you. He was very good at citing his sources, and very good at telling you, exactly how he came about that information, why he thought what he was thinking about said topic. And he would put a great deal of brainwash. Brainwash. Oh my gosh, why did I say that? That was a Freudian slip. I think he, like what? He would put quite a deal, a good amount of research. Oh my goodness, he would put quite a lot of research into his works, and he would definitely make sure that what he was saying sounded legit, and it was like, okay, this guy isn't just telling us the sky is blue. He's telling us, yeah, the sky is blue because it has oxygen and hydrogen, and it's on a certain opposite end of the spectrum from red on the color line. Like, he wouldn't just tell you something, he would explain it. And he would explain it in great detail, and he would cite his references and his sources. So that is my shout out to David Wilcock, and I do believe he is, like, if you wanted to call the Jesus the King of the Jews, I do believe David is the king of the New World. I'm not. The name that everybody decides to come up with, I love Novaya for the name of our new world. But I think she's gonna be called many different things. People are gonna really awaken to the fact that our new world is sister, that she's a living being and we're a living being living within this living being, and we're going to understand the earth as a living being, and also her twin sister as a living being in a very, very profound way. A no doubt, this is reality. I feel her aliveness, be kind of way. How is that gonna happen? You say it didn't happen. It didn't happen in the last 25,000 years. Why would it happen now? Because we're starting to connect with her on such a deep level that we're gonna start seeing her responding to our actions, our words, our feelings and emotions. We're gonna cry, and there's gonna be a thunderstorm. We're going to slam our hand on our desk, and there's going to be a roll of thunder, things like that. That's going to be a part of our new world, and so because of that, we're going to understand how in tune with the place we really are. And that she's alive. She's alive because she is a living example of you. You are just a smaller version of her, and it's something that honestly you could explain away. This part, David, couldn't. For me, saying that the world, the earth is alive, and that she has a twin sister, I want to say, who we don't even know about right now yet. We're starting to feel, that the fact that Earth is the aliveness of Earth, and the fact that she's a conscious being, not just alive but conscious, just like me and you. It's something that we always hear. We always hear the Buddha say. We always hear, Jesus say. We heard this before. But one day it'll just suddenly hit you like 1,000 bricks. You'll just get it. One day you'll just start to understand things in a way more profound way. And honestly, it won't be because you research the hell out of it. Many things that have to do with this ascension. Well, it's natural. It's a natural evolution. This evolution is not forced this time. We've gone through many evolutionary cycles, and so humanity might be feeling a bit fearful right now because of the fact that humanity has witnessed very fearful Armageddon type cycles, and also reptiles might be antsy. The things on this earth who have been here since the very beginning and who have witnessed floods and reborns and resets and stuff like that here on Earth, they might feel uneasy, right now, with the reset going on, because of the fact that in the past it might not have been too comfortable. Because in the past it was a forced thing. So, like in the past, when there was deluge of Sumerians, they speak of how they actually forced this deluge to happen. They thought they needed it. The gods, one of the gods thought it was necessary, so he forced the deluge. And then you hear for Noah's Ark that God said, I brought on the floods. God did. He brought on the floods. then you know it didn't come from her, who is Mother Earth. And it's fine and dandy, knew it's necessary to flood, but it was forced, it was forced. And so forceful things don't feel good. They feel scary, And so this time around, this awakening around, this evolutionary cycle is going to be the most soft, peaceful, easy, and natural evolution mankind, planet kind, galaxy kind, infinity kind have ever experienced. And if you're following me this far, that means you are on the path, you are close to your awakening. Hello, guys. Sorry, I was just kind of not looking, and I probably didn't give you the best view to look at. It's just this guy that I'm recording, about things, so things about the ascension and awakening that are coming to me at the time. I'm channeling the awakened collective and the higher community of awakened starseed on Earth and in the sky, everywhere. I am channeling the evolutionary plan of the new world, Nova Gaia. If you watch channels like this, I'm sure you've already heard that we're going through an awakening, and that this process is taking its sweet time. And right now, I am bombarded with connections. I am so sorry that I was not recording correctly. The reason I have the camera on the sky, well, I think you'll understand why I had it on the sky in just a second. These clouds today have been presenting themselves in a way I have never seen. And I'm a little disappointed with them right now because there were so many of them before. It was just a little while ago, there were just lines upon lines of these clouds going through, and they make horseshoe shape. They would make all kinds of shapes that I've never seen in clouds. That they were making letters in the sky, like what is it's a new sky. I've really never seen the sky behave this way. This is why I know we're going through ascension right now. The first thing, or the first sign, the first being who spoke to me was Mother Earth herself. Mother Earth was my first indication that awakening is happening now. And I am going to be one of the first people to tell you the awakening process is here now, and that we are diving into, head first, into a new dimension. All of us are doing it right now, even the planet included. She's evolving as well. The galaxy is evolving as well. Big things are about to happen, like big natural changes. This isn't something that anybody forced at all or brought about. This is not something that one human decided the rest of the planet needed. This is something that we chose along the galaxy and Mother Earth that we needed to go through. And we're going through it right now. Mother Earth is shedding our skin. We're getting a new template. And we're getting a new cis planet. And let me tell you, she's going to be beautiful. And I'm already seeing it. The reason why I know it's finally, my God, I've been wanting this for so long. The reason I'm going to tell you what, you don't have to believe me right now at all. I know I've been told this so many times. it's starting to get repetitive and old and bring more skeptics. But I'm telling you what, I'm telling the truth. I'm right here. I am 100%. I would never ever say